And we are live. What is going on, full-time family? We are going to be watching the rest of this UFC on ESPN 4 main card together. Running a little bit late. Dinner got done. I didn't realize what time dinner was going to be done and such. So, we were a little bit late, but we're here now. We just watched some complete shenanigans. I just watched Alexander Hernandez win a complete robbery against Francisco Trinaldo. I mean, I was a fan of Alexander Hernandez before this fight. I'm not sold anymore at all. It looked like he was literally trying to throw this fight. It looked like someone came up to him and said, "Hey, lose this fight." And he tried. And he still got his hand raised. It was terrible. That fight was terrible, man. He came into the UFC and looked amazing. He freaking starched Beneil Dariush in under a minute. Then he came out and beat Olivier Aubin Mercier in Canada. He beat the Canadian gangster in Canada. Then he goes on to lose to Cowboy, which is completely understandable. I mean, it's Cowboy Cerrone. It's very possible you lose that fight. You know, a veteran, you underestimate him, overlook him, boom, you lose. Simple. But you don't make the same mistake twice. So I figured he would take Francisco Trinaldo extremely seriously. He came into this fight just hesitant, pulling his punches, letting Trinaldo out of clinches, not shooting any takedowns. He was literally fighting like he fucking broke his leg or something, or hand, before this fight. It was limited output. It reminded me of Derrick Lewis versus Francis Ngannou, what we just saw. Alexander Hernandez versus Francisco Trinaldo. And I thought Trinaldo was going to get his hand raised because Alexander Hernandez just did that little. But they called a win for Hernandez, so sure, we'll take it. Like, I'm not that was a BS. But next we got James Vick versus Dan Hooker. So let's get straight off of that fight onto this one. This is a lot of people's pick for fight of the night coming in. But I know a lot of people missed the early prelims. And on the early prelims, we had a fight that was the fight of the night by far. And it was between Mario Batista and Jinsu Sun. That was a good fight. And then Colares versus Pilarte was also good. But Mario Batista, man, he came in and put in some work. And I think he should get that $50,000 fight of the night bonus so far. But James Vick versus Dan Hooker easily can give that fight a run for its money. On paper, a lot of people would have probably picked this to be fight of the night, so can't wait for this one. And then, of course, we got a couple heavyweight fights before the main event. The King is here! Everybody, yes, we have not been on YouTube for a while, but yo, we've been on Discord like we never left. The 24/7 MMA chat, just over there chatting it up. So if you're not in the Discord yet, you're missing out. Anytime we're not live, we're always over there talking MMA. If it's a topic that we think is interesting, but not interesting enough to make a whole video about, we just talk about it on Discord. So we've been over on Discord holding it down like POP, if you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, man, got 4 more fights to watch tonight. We're going to react to them together, and we'll be out your hair, man. Let's pull up the chat. Let's see, do I even have a chat pulled up or no? I probably don't. There we go. Let's pause this, pull up a chat right here. We got 20 times Man United in here. Kim Jong Uzi Pyrotechniques. Thomas Blackburn in the building. What's going on, everybody? The last 4 fights on paper are good. Hopefully a finish. Chrissy says, I'm still in shock. How the fuck did Alex win? Yeah, Alexander Hernandez, that was some, that's what they call politics. Masvidal would have man, if Alexander Hernandez was Masvidal right there, why Masvidal would have lost to fucking 30-26 if he was in Alexander Hernandez's shoes. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. The politics of the UFC and all of this bullshit. These fans, man, and it's not even racism. It's just natural bias. MMA judges are predominantly white. All these MMA owner motherfuckers are predominantly white. Everyone kind of favors their own, even if you're not racist, you just kind of favor your own. It's literally natural. You know, Mexicans favor Mexicans, blacks favor blacks, whites favor whites. Doesn't mean you're racist. But with that being said, judges are predominantly white. So what in the fuck? That should not. It shows on the scorecards because that is some bullshit. Wolf Martin said, "What's up, John Doe in the building? Don't be a baby back bagel biting bitch boy. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button like your middle name is Khabib." So I said, wait, what's Khabib's middle name? No. Like your middle name is Khabib. Fuck all that. I need a stick. Oh, I got one. I need more stuff. I'm gonna have to put something over my face when I go to puff on the smoke break. You know, my new job, I went back and I took all the videos down off the channel where I was smoking just because my new job, I don't even want to risk it, man. This YouTube shit is for the birds, if you know what I'm saying. I got me a good-ass job. My girl just got one, too, y'all. We about to be in the motherfucking game. James Vick, the Texecutioner, fighting in Texas, taking on the Hangman Dan Hooker. Charlotte Sua. What's up from New Zealand, bro? What's going on, mate? How you doing today, brother? Make sure you guys join the full-time MMA Discord. I'm telling you guys, man. It don't matter if it's 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 1 p.m., fight night, Thursday, Monday, Friday. We are always over there talking MMA. The full-time family is over there. It's free. It's nothing. There ain't no ads over there. It's just a really cool chat website pretty much where you can talk, voice chat, text chat, and it's just our little community of people that we invite. So the invite is in the description. Come join it if you like talking MMA. You post our pics over there and all of that. He said, send the Discord invite. I'll send it to you, brother. Even though I think it's in the description, I'll send you another one. Just on the string. Here we go. All right. Invite people. Copy. Refresh. And boom. Link is in the chat now. Yeah, I had Chinaldo winning the hell out of that fight. That was trash from James or Alexander Hernandez. No, a lot of people are counting James Vick out of this fight. I've seen a whole lot of people picking Hooker. I wonder if that had anything to do with him becoming a fighter. Like everyone just calling him a hooker. Like, wait, so is your mom's last name? Wait a second. You know, he was beating people's ass. And you see Roxanne walk out to face the pain. I did not see that. I missed like the first 2 rounds of that fight. I went to the liquor store, I think. Babe, you got the lighter in there? Do I still got my 3-piece in the soda thing over here? I don't think I do. Hold on, guys. I gotta copy this 3-piece in the soda thing. Alright, back to the fight companion. I gotta bring this over here. Yeah, boy! Did somebody order a 3-piece and a soda? That's what my face is gonna be while we're on the smoke break. But you guys can hear me. I'll be commentating the fight, James Vick versus Dan Hooker. But I ain't trying to smoke on camera. You know what I'm saying? Did you see Vick at the weigh-ins? He looked like death. I did not. I've got Hooker, Adams, and Olenek. I don't know about the main event. Yeah, man. Man, Juan Adams, he's an interesting character. I'm looking forward to see if Greg Hardy can get it done, or if Juan Adams is the real deal. Juan Adams has some amateur experience. He looks like he's a pretty good fighter, man, but these are some heavyweights. So, yeah, man, there's some good picks. But I think I've actually got the other three. I think I got Vic, Hardy, and Harris. So one of us is 100% wrong. Here we go. James Vick fighting in Texas. See if he gets fucking knocked out in front of his home crowd. I know he's going to be fighting extremely cautious. He's going to be trying to pick Hooker apart. But Hooker's fucking dangerous. She's a little killer, man. James Vick coming out here. Touching gloves. Got that height. Reach not as much, though. But he does got that height, of course. James Vick starting off circling on the outside of the cage. James Vick just missing on an inside leg kick, controlling the inside of the octagon right now. James Vick, outside leg kick connects there. Pumps out his jab. Looking for that range, Dan Hooker is. James Vick on the outside, looking to find his shot. Trying to come in. James Vick trying to find the distance for a front kick. Nice outside leg kick from Hooker. Outside leg kick return from James Vick. James Vick just missing on a Superman punch. These guys swinging and missing, trying to find the distance. Nice inside leg kick from Hooker. He's trying to get close and touch that chin. Dan Hooker's getting in there and swinging. Uh-oh, James Vick coming back with a combination. Nice inside leg kick from James Vick. Hooker's literally just trying to touch his chin. He knows what he has to do. He just got to touch it. He ain't even trying to punch him in it. He's literally just trying to touch it. Oh, he just touched it twice. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. James Vick just got punched in his fucking face with 1-2. Oh, comes forward, lands a nice right hand on Dan Hooker. James Vick might have just hurt Dan Hooker for a second. Dan Hooker off the fence, coming back with the left hook. Catches a leg kick from James Vick. James Vick coming forward now. Inside leg kick he lands. Dan Hooker coming forward with a big left hook, man. He connected on the follow-up left hook. He's going to knock James Vick out. He lands one or two more of those. High kick attempt from Dan Hooker was blocked by James Vick. Dan Hooker now circling on the outside of the cage. Dan Hooker trying to cut off the octagon. Dan Hooker back to the center, though. Looking to land leg kicks. Coming forward with that left hook. Dan Hooker again just dropped James Vick. Now he's rocked. Down, down, boom, boom. Oh, my God. James Vick knocked the fuck out. No. Knocked the fuck out. James, man, that left hook, it was there. It was there. This was just an extremely real possibility. Just from looking at this, like it could be a fight of the night, or James Vick could just get knocked the fuck out, and that's what happened. Whoo! Ooh, 20 times Man United. That's a good call. He said James Vick is basically the lightweight Struve. It's basically, yeah, you got to move up to 170. Cutting way too much weight. Move up. You're probably going to get out-wrestled up there. Or even knocked out. Guys like Tyron Woodley. Who knows, though? It works for guys like Anthony Smith, Thiago Santos moving up that 20 pounds. James Vick's going to have to move up to 170 or move on out to UFC. Because he's going to be getting clipped up in this lightweight division. This is not the place. Woo! You got knocked the fuck out. That was like some Friday shit. Woo! Hooker with the left hook. Oh, yeah. The Hangman training with Israel Adesanya. The Texecutioner getting executed in Texas. Dry brain don't help. Vic should move up, he says in the chat. I agree with you, man. Left hook Hooker. We got 2 heavyweight fights in the main event left, guys. We got next Greg Hardy versus Juan Adams, the chosen Juan. Then we got Alexei Olenek versus Walt Harris. I'm surprised that's the co-main event, low-key. Shit, James Vick versus Dan Hooker could have been the co-main event. Hardy versus Adams. I mean, if you're hardcore, that's not a main event. But as far as namesake, it's more of a main event. Yeah, Vic cuts way too much weight. I agree with that. Unemployed Mario Yamasaki in the building. And Pyrotechnique says, anyone have a link? They got a link over in the Discord, I'm pretty sure, if you're over there. Respect to James Vick. He said he trained the hardest he ever trained for his life in this fight. Came here, he said, I know he's from Texas, so I came here prepared. Dan motherfucking Hooker trying to make his way up in that lightweight division, man. He's dangerous. He is dangerous. I don't know how, man. What would be a good matchup for him? Like Dan Hooker versus Kevin Lee. No, he's up at welterweight now. Dan Hooker, who just beat Kevin Lee? Iaquinta. Dan Hooker versus Iaquinta. That'd be a fun match. Feel for Vic, though. When he was walking out versus Gaethje, he said, this fight is going to change my life. He's lost 3 in a row since getting knocked out in 2 of them. Uh-oh. Dan Hooker said October 5th. I demand to be on that card. So October 5th, and any of you motherfuckers want smoke? Let's go. Dan, the Hangman Hooker. Wait. No, I forgot. Next, we got Greg Hardy versus Juan Adams. I see a lot of people picking Juan Adams, and for good reason. Greg Hardy is essentially a can. I mean, he's an NFL guy, no fight experience, bad cardio. He's just in here winging for knockouts every fight. So he could for sure lose any of these fights. This might be a failed experiment by the UFC with Greg Hardy. They want to get him up there to fight Derrick Lewis, but he might not be able to win enough fights. Either he's going to have to win some fights, or Derrick Lewis going to have to fucking lose some fights. So these guys ain't never going to fight. Valentine C says picograms in the Olympic-sized ocean. Grain of salt chopped up into 20,000 pieces in an Olympic-sized ocean. Olympic-sized ocean. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I can't leave this video up, guys. I'm supposed to have this shit up right now. Well, guys, we're live, but it's not going to be up long. But it's all good. At least we're live for the fights. I want to have a good day at work.
Thank you.
All right. Now I'm done smoking. Fucked up. We're all good. Greg Hardy, the Prince of War, versus the Kraken, Juan Adams. Let's just announce them by their nicknames. Bruce Buffer, the Prince of War, versus the Kraken. Have like some graphics in the background on the big screen. Sound effects all throughout that joint. Kurt Flirt says Vic is finished unless he doesn't. You mean unless he does move up? Yes, sir, I agree. He got to move up. Nothing left at 155. Hooker versus Hernandez. Okay. Hooker versus Hernandez. That's a good one. I like that call. I think I got fucking Hooker at this point. I mean, unless Hernandez decides to use his wrestling, I think he's gonna have to, not have to, but I think he's gonna have a story about being injured. Like, he had to have been seriously injured. That was not the Alexander Hernandez I fucking know. Like, when I was watching that fight, I was disappointed. Like, what in the hell is going on? This is not Alexander Hernandez. This is not the guy that starched Dariush and then beat Olivier Alvin Mercier in Canada. This is not that guy. I mean, he got a blessing with that decision. Francisco Trinaldo got fucking robbed. And I picked Hernandez. I was excited to watch Hernandez tonight. Like, he just completely underperformed. So I gotta take Hooker versus him at this point. But who knows? He could just decide to use his wrestling in that fight and look like a really good fighter again. Kurt Flirt says, I think Hernandez got show-shocked against Cerrone and hasn't been the same. That's what Dennis, my boy Dennis thought too, Dennis Espinoza, but I just don't, man. It'd be one thing if you were in there against like Justin Gaethje or Edson Barboza, man. You're in there against Francisco Trinaldo. Ain't no shell shocked again. I mean, Francisco Trinaldo, much respect on his name. I'm a fan of Francisco Trinaldo. But if you're a young fucking stud like Alexander Hernandez, that was not, no, man. Like, against, and he even said it, but against Cowboy, I looked at it as more of he underestimated him and overlooked him. He underestimated him, got taught a lesson. It wasn't like Cowboy just put a fucking beating on him, broke his jaw, fucking knocked him out vicious. Like, it wasn't that type of loss. It was a lesson learned. It wasn't the type of loss to shell shock you. I mean, and he, if you know Alexander Hernandez, he don't seem like the type of guy to get fucking shell shocked from that. If he gets shell shocked, it's gonna be because he went in there on a commando mission in fucking a war by himself on some sort of Navy SEAL mission, fucking solo dolo, trying to rescue some people, and like, it's gonna be some crazy shit like that, because he seems like that type of guy. Kick your door in, front line motherfucker. He's wild. He's motivated. He does seem, so he doesn't seem like the type of guy to get shell shocked from one fight that you learn from against a veteran like Cowboy. Like, that was not, to me, that's not even a good. I felt like that fight, he was in front of his hometown too. It felt like he was trying to give that fight away to me. And the judges said, nope, you win. Like, I don't, it didn't look like he even wanted to win that fight to me. He was just pulling his punches, not shooting takedowns, letting Trinaldo out the clinch. It was just fucking terrible. He was busy running. Trinaldo has a lot of power, though. Yeah, no, Trinaldo, I'm a big fan of Trinaldo, but Olivier Albin Mercier in Canada? That's impressive. Like, that's a good win. I think Olivier Albin Mercier beats Trinaldo. I love Trinaldo, but he's 41, 40 years old at this point. Like, he was killing it at 38, killing it at 37, killing it at 39. Father Time catches up to everybody, though, and this dude just beat Olivier Aubin-Mercier here in Canada. So, to me, if you can beat Olivier Aubin-Mercier in Canada and knock out Dariush in under a minute, you shouldn't look so gun-shy against, this guy. He's supposed to get back on track in this fight. I thought he was going to win it decisively. So that was just shocking to me. But hey, this is MMA, and shocking shit happens all the time. We didn't expect Derrick Lewis versus Ngannou to go that way. Shit happens all the time that shocks us. People win that we don't expect to win. Fights go the way we don't expect it to happen. That's just what happened there. I thought he was going to go out there and get a decisive victory. And that was not at all what happened out there. Like, I don't know how many of, like, Alexander Hernandez interviews and just training and all that stuff, if you've watched it. But if you've watched a lot of his interviews, you probably know where I'm coming from. Like, he doesn't seem like the type of guy to get show-shocked after a lesson. Like, that loss to Cowboy wasn't even a demoralizing loss. Like, you can take that with a grain of salt. You just lost to a Hall of Famer. And he's the type of guy that would understand that. Like I said, if you know about Alexander Hernandez, man, you know where I'm coming from. A lot of people aren't very aware of Alexander Hernandez. They haven't seen his fights. They don't know the story. They haven't listened to his interviews and shit. But that was surprising for the Alexander Hernandez that I know. Man, there's a lot of commercials and shit. They weren't expecting that fast-ass knockout. I'm ready to see these motherfuckers get at it. They're probably walking out in the arena right now. Dan Venom in Discord said, yo, did you guys see the size difference between Juan Adams and Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry. What the fuck? This guy said Mike Perry on Discord, and I said Tyler. Juan Adams and Tyron Woodley. I seen Mike Perry, and I was thinking Tyron Woodley, and I said Tyler Perry. Yo, no, he said, did you guys see the size difference between Juan Adams and Tyron Woodley when they were on the desk? I saw that, man. That was hilarious. Like, that put it into perspective. Juan Adams looked like he would just, like, Tyron Woodley better be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyron Woodley in the welterweight division, he's a killer, powerful. Like, well, when he's next to Juan Adams, that don't look like a champion. You know what I'm saying? You think open weight, woo, that open weight would be a bad mother trucker. That UFC 1 and all that, that could not happen. Open weight, people have talked about like a Legends division. Just a Legends division where they're like, oh, you can do whatever drugs you want, blah, blah, blah. It's got to be a Legends league. There's got to be weight classes at the highest level. Like, MMA has evolved. You can't just come in and submit a 300-pound guy because he doesn't know jiu-jitsu anymore. Everyone knows jiu-jitsu now. So weight classes matter. Everyone wrestles. Weight classes matter. So you got to have a Legends league where you still have divisions. You can't just say, Jose Aldo versus fucking Overeem in a Legends division. It's got to be a whole league with weight classes and all that. Congrats on promotion. Missed your channel. And this is coming from an Askren fan. Yo, I appreciate that. And I know that's big because when it was the lead up to Askren versus Masvidal, I was a little crabby. I was not a big Askren fan. I did not like the lead up to that fight. I didn't like what was supposed to happen. And afterward, I even got a little, I kind of got a little overzealous because I was kind of sticking it to the UFC. So to be an Askren fan and deal with me through his Masvidal pairing, I don't know, I take that as a big compliment because I actually do like Askren. I just didn't like what was happening. Didn't like the favoritism compared to someone who my guy Masvidal. But here we go. Next fight's coming out. Bruce Buffer's announcing Greg Hardy versus Juan Adams, so we'll be good. Both are 6'5", 266 pounds, 80-inch reach. Oh, shit, guys. We can't blink for this fight. Somebody's going to sleep. I don't like people that fight with afros. His hair isn't long enough to, I don't think, get in his eyes, but people who fight with afros pisses me off because I used to have an afro for, I had an afro for longer than half of my life. I cut it off a few years back, but I had an afro for a long time, and it don't matter what you're doing, fighting, playing basketball, wrestling, once you get sweaty, that shit gets in your face. You can't see. So anybody that just fights with the afro, to me, I don't take them serious, because if you were taking it serious, you would have your shit braided to where it's not going to be flying in your eyes. But his hair looks a little more matted up and maybe a little shorter. It might not fly in his eyes. We'll see, but that's just a personal pet peeve of mine. We saw with Bruce Leroy earlier tonight. Greg Hardy versus Juan Adams. You guys ready for Greg Hardy to fucking cream this dude? Beta! Juan Adams wearing the fucking pink romper and shit. Ooh, nice shot from Greg Hardy, but Juan Adams with a shot too. Knocks Greg Hardy across the octagon. Nice jab from Juan Adams so far. Greg Hardy already getting rocked, man. Oh, nice shot from Greg Hardy. Ooh, nice right hand from Greg Hardy. Fast, hard jabs, man. These guys. Oh, single leg attempt from Juan Adams. Greg Hardy reverses it. Now he's landing big shots. He's going to hurt him. Oh, shit. Juan Adams holding on the single. He's just eating shots to the head. This is a big guy. You can't just eat these. These are kind of to the back of the head. You want to warn him at least? Watch the back of the head. He might be done. Greg Hardy knocked him out. Juan Adams just holding on the single leg. He wasn't letting him know if he's okay, but he was just holding on the single leg kind of, so the referee stopped it because he wasn't fighting back. He was just eating shots. Juan Adams is saying he's okay. Greg Hardy got her done. Greg Hardy's licking his blood, playing that heel role. Greg Hardy is a heel. He knows people are going to hate him. A lot of people were picking Juan Adams to win. Greg Hardy is just loving every moment of this. He's in Texas. He used to play for the Cowboys. Nice jab from Juan Adams. Goes for that single leg. Greg Hardy reverses it with the wizard. Just starts landing shots to the back of that fucking afro. Back of the head, though, like a motherfucker. He's just reaching on this single, but he's not out at all. But he's not doing much. Yeah, he was just eating shot after shot to the fucking head. I mean, it's weird because he wasn't out, but at the same time, he was not defending himself from some pretty heavy shots. So I get the stoppage, but people aren't going to be happy with it. People already hate Greg Hardy. People ain't going to be happy with that. It doesn't matter if you fucking... people already hate Greg Hardy. So imagine hating Greg Hardy and then seeing a controversial win. If you were looking at this unbiased, or even a Greg Hardy fan, you're fine with the stoppage. I'm a little unbiased in this. I picked Greg Hardy to win. I don't like him. He's a heel. I get it. You're not supposed to like him. But I still look at it unbiased in this. And the stoppage, Juan Adams was eating some heavy shots. He probably ate 15 of them. He wasn't advancing his position at all. The shots did look some of them looked illegal. Some of them looked like they were to the back of the head. Some of them were to the side, though. But with that fucking afro, it's hard to see where they're landing. And also, with that afro, you got some cushion. Dan Venom said they're going to fucking run out of bums to feed this guy soon. You'd be surprised, man, because a heavyweight, even if they're not bums, there's guys that are like punching bags, right? There's guys that have good cardio, but they eat shots. You match Hardy up with some of those guys, he's got a chance to win. Anybody that eats shots is going to have a tough time with somebody as athletic as Greg Hardy. So he's got winnable fights. They're not going to be... Like I said before this fight, He's going to have to be able to beat these guys. These entry-level guys, this was decent competition. This was the odds makers had this a dead even pick 'em. Juan Adams went 4-0, knocked out every single amateur opponent, started off his pro career 5-0, finished everybody, only lost one fight. So he was a legitimate heavyweight. He had the size and a lot of stuff. Oh my God, Greg Hardy with the Fortnite dance. Into some whole weird shit. Oh, I never thought I would see a 300-pounder do the Fortnite, dog. A 300-pound killer out here hitting the Fortnite. This man is a character for real, bro. Even on the mic, he has some interesting shit to say sometime, man. So he's gonna be the ultimate heel. But I said before this fight, he's gonna have to be able to beat the entry level guys. Once he can beat these entry level guys, he can start to build up a record. He needs to get some wins together. And then once he can get 10-1, 11-1, 12-1, he can fight Derrick Lewis. So he passed the test tonight. I mean, there's guys in the UFC's heavyweight division, like, just to say some names, Shamil Abdurkhanurkamov, guys like Roy Nelson, who's no longer in the UFC, but he does have good wrestling. But I'm just saying, like, any guy that you can think of that eats shots, they could have a problem with Greg Hardy. Smaller heavyweights, they could have a problem with Greg Hardy. Ron Adams was pissed. Hey, man, big result for Greg Hardy. Rematch with Alan Crowder. He just got knocked out 2 sets. John Doe in the Discord. Hey, that's a good one. PK Boxing MMA says, yeah, you can't eat those shots and do nothing. Yeah, man, you can't just sit there and eat them. Dan Venom says they're going to run out of bumps. We already read that one. Let's pull up the YouTube chat. Pity Pat punches. Early stoppage says Eater. Greg Hardy versus Maurice Green. Ooh, that's a fun one. 20 times Man United. Strong but a bit awkward, says Joe Jordan. Why don't his coaches look happy, says Kurt Flirt. Thomas Blackburn says you have to defend yourself. I agree. Moving on, man. We got 2 more fights left. We got the boa constrictor Alexei Olenek taking on the big ticket Walt Harris next. I got Walt Harris in this one. But a lot of people, I mean, that record of 11-7 is extremely deceiving. Alexei Olenek, though, man, veteran, crafty veteran, submission artist. He can submit anybody in the world, so it's going to be a fun fight. Greg Hardy versus Tai Tuivasa, the fraud, says Kurt Flirt. No, I'm not calling Tai Tuivasa a fraud, but I will say, guys like Tai Tuivasa could have an issue with Greg Hardy. 100%. He's not going to go in there and try and take him down and take advantage of his grappling. You're going to go in there and take shots to give shots. Greg Hardy can knock anybody out. Alexei Olenek's got 45 wins via submission out of his 57 wins. Walt Harris, he's got a loss to Fabricio Verdum that was like 24 hours notice. He's got a loss to an illegal strike of a guy he was going to beat. He's got like a no contest on his record of a fight he probably should have, or he did win, but it got overturned because of a tainted supplement or something. So he's got a split decision loss. I mean, his record could easily be like we looked at it the other day. His record could easily be like 15-4 if it weren't for a bunch of weird circumstances. He could easily be 15-4, dangerous, but he's not. Alexei Olejnik's a veteran, so it's a good matchup. But I got Walt Harris though. Kurt Flirt says Ty's done. Look at him. Gas problems isn't moving the same either. I always looked at Ty just kind of like Mark Hunt. He's gonna get in there, bang, get in some slugfest, win some, lose some. Nothing, not much more. Like I don't look at him as like, oh man, this guy's gonna be the champ one day. He's gonna get in there. He's gonna be a character. He's gonna have some fun fights, and that's it. I don't know about Dunn. Mark Hunt had a record. His record was kind of close to 500, and everyone still loves Mark Hunt. So I look at him as just kind of like Mark Hunt. Main event tonight, of course, we got Rafael Dos Anjos versus Leon Edwards. That's a good fight. Former lightweight champion, former interim welterweight title challenger Rafael Dos Anjos taking on the victim, the recipient of the three-piece in the soda, Leon Edwards. What was that? UFC 240 prelims, Alexis Davis, Vivian Arujo. Yeah, I'm sure it is. UFC 240 is... The prelims that they were showing, those aren't super exciting. Venom got them news, says Stamina MC. What? Who's going to fight him next? We need a real heavyweight, says Exist BMX. That and the robbery put a stain on this otherwise very good card, says Dan Venom. Yeah, people not happy with that one. Would anybody here step in the octagon to take on Greg Hardy? If you give me $100,000, I'll go get knocked the fuck out. Fuck it. It's life-changing money. Get my fucking shit knocked in, have the referee pull him off of me for $100K. He might have a broken nose, broken jaw. But it's got to be $100K plus hospital bills. If I got to pay the hospital bills, it ain't worth it. Give me $200K, because it's going to be about $100K just to fix my shit up. Greg Hardy versus fucking... There's a lot of guys who would probably beat the shit out of Hardy. I mean, I'm not even going to go like John Jones. I'm going to stick heavyweights. But anyone that can keep him distance for one round. Like, his cardio is fucking terrible. Like, all you got to do is be able to keep him, like, front kick. Who can throw a front kick to the body in the heavyweight division? They'll probably just beat the fuck out of Greg Hardy. Like, as long as you can keep him at bay and you just last until he runs out of gas, 30 seconds. No, he'll probably last a full round. But front kick to the body, body kicks, keep him in distance, jabs, boom. He runs out of gas, you win. Like, he can for sure lose to the best heavyweights in the world. It's not even close. He lost to fucking... Who did he lose to? Alan Crowder or something crazy? Some guy that's not even sniffing the rankings? John Doe said, hopefully I can kick Hardy in the nuts and get the DQ. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me a fucking $200,000 to fight him and I can just get DQ'd real quick. Oh, yeah. See, I would fight him for $100,000 actually, Be- because a lot of people are just gonna make the contract and give you the money and have you fight. I'm gonna fucking get in there. They're gonna lock the cage. They're gonna ring the bell. I'm not even gonna touch his glove. I'm just gonna sit down on the floor and I'm gonna tap the cage. I'm gonna respectfully concede. I'm gonna walk out and just lose without even fighting. You win. I lose. I just needed the money. The boa constrictor Alexei Olenek. The big ticket Walt Harris. Let's pull up the YouTube chat, man. Discord's where it's at, guys. If you're not on Discord, you're missing out. JSQ says 5K. I'll fight Hardy. First shot, first strike. I tap. I'm not even taking a strike. I'm just tapping. 2.5K to show. 2.5K to win. Would you fight Ngannou? Yeah, if I can tap as soon as the fight starts. I'm not eating an Ngannou bomb for 2.5K. Fuck no. I'll just fucking work like and get 3 paychecks and make that. Fucking, I'll make that in, you know what I'm saying, a month and a half rather than have to eat hospital bills. Because for one, you ain't just eating the shot. You got hospital bills too. That 2.5K ain't even covering your hospital bills. Jay Skillz says, I run at him like Jorge Masvidal, just jump on him, then tap. Fuck you, pay me. Boy, man, see, you better than me, because I'm not even running at him like Masvidal. He's liable to clip you coming in. I'm tapping as soon as they ring that bell. I'm not even getting him close enough to touch gloves. I am not getting clipped up by Ngannou for 2.5K. And I'm not even taking the chance of getting punched. All American says, you know where Cesaris is from? I just saw he won. Miami. Repping for Miami in the Discord. Dennis E said, Alex C is the best hobby fighter I've seen. Wonder what he could do if he got serious. Man, yeah, it would be interesting. But, yeah, it's a whole, was it if he got serious at the beginning of his career, if he gets serious from this point on? Yeah, man, this fight companion, I'd rather just be on Discord right now in the chat, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably only going to do these fight companions for the big fight cards. There's only 2 fights left, so of course we're going to stick it out, but I'd rather just be in the Discord chopping it up, man, not on camera. I don't like this shit being on camera. What the hell? I wish he did get serious as All-American Chelsea. I got Walt, says John Doe. I'm with you. I got Walt Harris, the big ticket. As long as he can avoid that Ezekiel choke. Greg Hardy versus Big Pretty, and I would fight Hardy for 50K plus 100K to win. And you can't tap. Would you fight over him for 1K, but he's not allowed to throw strikes to the head, so he's just going to kick your body and legs, and you can't tap? No, not if he's got to pay the hospital bills. But other than that, man, he'll fuck around. I don't know, man, because, no, not for 1,000. Not for 1,000. I'm not fighting over him. Fuck that. It's not $1,000 ain't enough money, man. I'll fight over him for See, it's going to have to be completely worth my while. I'm not a fighter, so we know I'm just going in there to get fucked up. We know I'm just going in there to be a fucking human punching bag and eat heavy shots. It's not like I've got a big chance to win. Like, it's going to be some damage getting dealt. So the question is, how much money do you want to let an elite fighter fuck you up? Non-headshot. It's going to have to be like $5K. Because, no headshots, you might not fucking have to go to the hospital. You still probably will. You get a collapsed lung and you have a lifetime of problems. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Would you just let fucking Francis Ngannou punch you in the... How much would it cost you to let Francis Ngannou just punch you as hard as he can in the liver one time? Or in the chest? I think Francis Ngannou could fucking kill somebody. Like, just a regular fucking human. A little beta motherfucker. Just punch him one time as hard as you can in the chest. I think he might kill somebody. What's going on, PK Boxing and MMA? You can put your hands up, bro, says Jay Skillz. He's going to fake you out, though. He going to get you guarding up high and then crack! This Skillz says, fuck that. I'll fight anyone 10K. Hey, man. For some people, it's worth it. You think you're going to get in there, get out, get, no damage, just get $10,000? Sounds good there. Or, like, if you got health insurance, I got health insurance now, so that works for me, too. But if you don't got health insurance, them bills are high, man. I've been jumped by 21 dudes for over 2 minutes. I believe you, too. I believe it, man. But shit, a liver shot, fucking Francis Ngannou. Honestly, Greg Hardy or nah, Ngannou probably hits harder. I'll say there's probably some dudes that could hit harder than Ngannou. Like if they trained it. Surprised you're not gone yet. What the hell?
I got to work and realized I left my phone.
And they let you just leave and come get your phone?
Well, because I hadn't clocked in yet.
I don't know why it is, or you can call it. Here we go, they're in the octagon. Bruce Buffer announcing Alexei Olenek.
Love you.
You too. Referee in charge, Jacob Montalvo. Here we go. They touch gloves. Where are you?
I'm just looking for one, but you don't have one.
Oh my god, it's already over. The big ticket just knocked Alexei Olenek the fuck out. Early. Woo! That was a big shot. My girl fucking distracted me and shit. That's the big ticket. I told you, man, record extremely deceiving. Tried to tell random. Wow. Right hand, left hand. Oh, big knee followed by left hand. Dropped him, and then a couple shots, and it was over quick. Just a little too slow for Walt Harris. Big jump knee to a straight left, straight to the temple. Couple hooks while he was down, straight to the face. He was out. Man, that straight left followed by a couple left hooks. Over. These motherfuckers are trying to give Jorge Masvidal a run for his money. Woo. Walt Harris, man, not messing around. Fucking 20-second knockout. Somewhere definitely under a minute. Well, we've only got one fight left for tonight, guys. 20 times Man United says I won money on like the last 4 cards. My streak is over. It's all good, man. You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to pick another day. PK Boxing MMA says, psych, I needed that one. I've been eating crow left and right. Yo. Yeah, man. I try to stay away from the crow myself. I ain't been doing no serious predictions on any of these fights recently, though. I ain't did my fake money bankroll series in like 2 weeks. We retired at like $20,000. But yeah, man, I know about like Walt Harris tonight, man. The only thing that has shocked me tonight was how bad Alexander Hernandez looked. That's the only thing that has shocked me tonight. That's the only thing that's even surprised me. I picked him to win, and I was still right on that. But the only thing that surprised me was how bad he looked, even in that win. I expected him to win decisively. So that's the only thing about tonight that I was off about. Like, I just expected that to be a decisive win. I'm still looking back at that, like, what in the fuck? I really think Alexander Hernandez had to have got injured before the fight, because it just didn't make enough sense. Alexi Olenek got injured on his way down. He's getting helped out of the ring. Unfortunate for the veteran, man. Over 60, going on damn near 70 fights. But good to see for Walt Harris, who has just got the short end of so many sticks. He's extremely talented, as I said. Record is extremely deceiving. I mean, the guy is dangerous. Fucking legit UFC experience. Somebody got a bullshit illegal strike win. Bullshit no contest overturn. Split decision. What? That's one of the third fastest knockout in UFC heavyweight history. 12 seconds. Top 3, baby. Hey, you can't be mad. Top 3. Knee. Ooh, that was a good knee to the ribs. A straight left to the temple. Went down. Hurt his leg. Oh, man. Who's he training with? He's dangerous, man. It might be Greg Hardy versus Walt Harris or some shit. That straight left to the temple put him down. Oh, no. He hurt his leg bad. Ah. Ooh, you can just kind of see his leg fucked up down there. But that straight left to the temple put him down. But he hurt his leg on the way down. Walt Harris said, you can put me in Abu Dhabi, I'd be honored. If not Abu Dhabi, Vancouver, don't matter who, just in the contract. He's trying to travel the world. I see you. Good win for Walt Harris there. Man, Jorge Masvidal is a household name. Dominic Cruz even just said he wanted to come out here and go with the Jorge Masvidal here. He knew he liked to duck his head. Yo, I'm so glad Jorge Masvidal is getting all of his fucking due. It is just, and all the BS, you know, that can go on with politics and in the UFC, all the shit that can piss you off. I'm just, that organic momentum, it wasn't even supposed to happen as a fan. It's just epic, man. It's an awesome moment. That, you know, it's not something that was given to him. It's something he fucking took. Rafael Dos Anjos, man, he's getting ready backstage. Here we go. Main event coming up. Who you guys got? I got Leon Edwards. Leon Rocky Edwards. He's got a lot to fucking live up to here. He wins this fight, he's going to have to make a big statement. You know he wants to call out Masvidal, and that's a huge money, not a money fight. It's a money fight for the UFC, but these guys are going to get the same amount of money no matter who they fight. So he needs a redemption against Masvidal. He's en route to a title shot. 7-fight win streak. Last loss was to the current champion. Leon Edwards isn't far away from a title shot. This division is just getting a little jammed up right now. Woodley was injured. Now Usman's injured. Covington injured. Fucking all these top guys being injured has just got this division log jammed a little bit. But we got some killers coming up. Some deserving guys. Masvidal, Edwards, Covington's. Who's coming? Lawler, if he wins. He's in the conversation. Good for weight. Seems like a decent chap. It's just Dan Venom. Walt versus Curtis Blades. Yo, Curtis Blades is my guy. He had a little bit of a setback versus Ngannou, but Curtis Blades, I promise you he will be a champion one day. I promise you Curtis Blades will be a UFC heavyweight champion. I'm not even, to me, that's not even a question. He will be a UFC champion one day. 100%. I talked about Masvidal and Usman and Nunes and all of these people 2 years ago. I'm telling you now, Curtis Blades will be a UFC heavyweight champion. I would put anything on it. He's only like 27, 28 years old, already beating fucking legends. Just tremendous wrestling. He's 100% going to be a UFC heavyweight champion. It's a matter of time. I got Curtis Blades versus, Walt Harris. He's a tough task for anybody because he's dangerous. But I got Curtis Blades against just about anybody. If it came like Curtis, I am a true believer in Curtis Blades. Rafael Dos Anjos versus Leon Edwards about to go down. "20 times Man United says, who gained more popularity overnight, Masvidal or Derrick Lewis after my balls was hot? I think Masvidal, because not only was it that knockout over Ben Askren, fastest in history, but it was coming off of that Leon Edwards shit. So, he went from overnight sensation to overnight sensation immediately again. You normally don't see that. People get moments, and then the moment dies down because it was just a moment. He went from a moment to a moment. Really, if you count knocking out Darren Till, that was also momentum. He's got... The word momentum almost isn't enough to describe what Jorge Masvidal has been able to do. PK Boxing MMA says, alright, Leon, you want to try and get your revenge on 3-piece? You got to get through RDA, 100%. You had Cyborg over Nunes, though, bro. I didn't say that I picked Nunes over Cyborg. I said I picked Nunes to beat Valentina Shevchenko, and I also said she was not scared of Amanda Nunes. I said Amanda Nunes was not scared of Shevchenko Picked her to win both fights. You know, a lot of people thought she was running from Shevchenko and blah, blah, blah. I always said I believed her sinusitis. I thought she was going to win. I never thought she was running from Shevchenko. She's one of the best female fighters of all time. Why would you run from somebody you already beat? I did pick Cyborg to beat her, but I'm not saying I got 100% of everything right. But whenever I'd never said Cyborg, oh, Cyborg Nunes has no chance, man. Cyborg, she's the best, you know, fucking, like, as far as Nunes is concerned, Nunes always had a chance in my mind. Valentina Shevchenko, to me, is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet, and I think Nunes is better than her. So that's saying a lot. You know, a lot of people think she's scared of Shevchenko even now. After beating her twice, they still think she don't want a third fight. And like I said, since 2 years before the first fight, I was saying, before the second fight, she's not scared of that. I wouldn't like to see Cyborg come back and end the Nunes GOAT talk. Even if she beat Nunes, it wouldn't end the Nunes GOAT talk. Nunes has beat too many of the WMMA pillars. If Cyborg came back and beat Nunes, all that would do is open up the trilogy. Because Nunes still knocked her out in under a minute. So Cyborg would have to knock her out in under a minute, or else Nunes' win was still better. So if Cyborg wins, it doesn't end the GOAT talk. It just means we have to see a trilogy. Nunes still beat Rousey and Tate and Holm and Shevchenko twice and Cyborg once and fought it at featherweight and fought it bantamweight. So even if she loses to Cyborg, she's still one of the GOATs. Jay Skillz says he called Nunes all day. I don't know about that, man. I don't think anybody here remembers you calling Nunes all day, brother. She is the GOAT hands down, 100%. There's no ifs, ands, or buts right now. Like I said, even if Cyborg beats her, that's still the conversation. Who's this walking out? Sounds like some Nipsey Hussle or some shit. Leon Edwards walking out to the Nipsey? I see you. Oh, shit. Hey, while he's walking out, man, I'm going to go get these last two beers out the fridge. I will be right back. Now, Leon Edwards walking out to the Nipsey. Leon Edwards born in Kingston, Jamaica, fighting out of the UK. Be right back. Come on, dog. I'm a prince. I'm Buck. Uh-oh, RDA's walking out. RDA's walking out to some fucking Napoleon Dynamite hard rock type shit. All Pro Limited says RDA and Cowboy Cerrone should do a scene together. Pause like a motherfucker. Wars the Matrix says we should distinguish GOAT and GOAT of the moment and actual GOAT. Yeah, we can. Either way, Nunes is GOAT of GOATs. Like, even Cyborg, if she beat Nunes twice, Nunes is still in the GOAT conversation because Cyborg's resume isn't close to Nunes's. I mean, it's not Cyborg's fault, but it is what it is. She has not fought any real competition aside from Nunes, but it's because there's no girls that are real competition. She fought a bunch of girls that were out of her weight class, and then a bunch of girls that weren't good enough to make it to the UFC. So Cyborg hasn't got to fight a bunch of good competition, so she's just knocking out all of these cans. All of the girls Cyborg has been fighting, aside from Holly Holm and Nunes, are essentially cans compared to Cyborg. They're just not on her level. And so she runs, and like the Leslie Smiths, you know, Yannick and Skayas, they're not cans. They're in the UFC, but I'm saying compared to Cyborg, they're bantamweights, you know what I'm saying? So they don't stand a whole lot of Tanya Evinger. They're not cans by any means. But, you know, when we're talking about the greats, compared to Nunes, like title challengers, girls that can compete with Amanda Nunes and Cyborg, they're not there. So, to me, Cyborg is great. But Amanda Nunes, there's nothing you can take away from Nunes. Like, she's literally beating the best and doing it. Cyborg, when she fought Holly Holm, I mean, now we have even more evidence, right? Who, for one, Amanda Nunes knocked out Cyborg faster than she knocked out Rousey. For two, both of these girls fought Holly Holm. Cyborg fought her to a decision, and Amanda Nunes head kick KO'd her. So when they fight the same girls, Nunes does better. Nunes beat her. Nunes is just in the GOAT conversation no matter what Cyborg does. I mean, there's nothing. Cyborg can beat her twice, and Nunes is still in that conversation. It's like Daniel Cormier. He's in the conversation. Even though he lost to John Jones, he's still in the conversation. Here we go. It's time for the main event, though, guys. Here we motherfucking go, man. RDA versus Leon Edwards. Dan Mergliata is our ref. And now, Leon Edwards, guys, he's got so much to prove right now. He's either going to come out here, make a statement, or come out here and get embarrassed worse than 3-piece in a soda and, like, try and make that his new meme. No. He's got a lot on the line here. Right now, not only is he the butt of everyone's jokes, but he's ranked 12. This is an opportunity to get inside the top 5 of the rankings. Opportunity to get in the conversation for the Masvidal fight. Opportunity to get in the conversation for a title fight. Opportunity to beat a former champion. Opportunity to extend your winning streak to 8. This is just, this is by far, not even close, the biggest fight of Leon Edwards' career. It's not even close. He's at the position, though, where every fight is the biggest fight of your career. When he fought Cowboy, that was the biggest fight of his career. Now this is the biggest fight of his career. Gunnar Nelson, when he fought him, biggest fight of his career. So here we go. Man, this is fucking Rafael Dos Anjos. That's crazy, man. This is fucking RDA we're watching right now, guys. Like, a lot of people don't even realize the fucking magnitude of this fight. This is fucking RDA. See, this is where my fandom comes out. Like, the fact that we're getting to watch RDA fight for free, that's crazy, man. This is one of the best fighters to ever do it. This is crazy. That's what I talk about when I say, like, the UFCs are worth the money. Like, the level of skill that we're seeing, it's just worth your money. Like, for what these guys do, it's worth way more. Like, it's crazy. even though they don't get their fair share. Like, man, Dos Anjos coming out, trying to time that high kick. Leon Edwards, though, coming forward with a combination, a three-piece. Missed all three, though. Missed all of his hooks on that combination coming forward. RDA starting to press forward, taking the center of the octagon. Tried to go over with the hook. Leon Edwards gets the underhooks, takes him down with a trip. Now he is in the butterfly guard of Rafael Dos Anjos. Trying to get to the half guard. It was a nice takedown for Leon Edwards. And this is what Rafael Dos Anjos has struggled with at welterweight. He lost to Covington and he lost to Usman. He lost to welterweight grapplers. This is 100% what was supposed to happen to Jorge Masvidal. If Leon Edwards fought Masvidal, he would use the exact same game plan. Masvidal and Rafael Dos Anjos are extremely similar. RDA just has better jiu-jitsu. Masvidal might have a little better wrestling. But as far as their size is concerned, they're extremely similar. They both would have issues with welterweight grapplers that are just going to try and just pressure you, press you down, grind you out, get you tired, and just use that size and land big shots over the top. And that's what happens when you're a smaller fighter fighting up a weight class. When you're one of the best in the world, you can still compete, still get to top 5. But when you get to those grapplers, you know why you cut the weight, why you used to cut the weight. Leon Edwards doing a good job of reaching for a leg of Edwards, but he just had to give up that leg submission attempt. Leon Edwards still in top position. Dos Anjos does have great jiu-jitsu, man, but even though ideally jiu-jitsu is what you want to have against a great wrestler, if you got a great wrestler that's got defensive jiu-jitsu, then jiu-jitsu doesn't work as well. I'm a little surprised there's no warning yet. Leon Edwards not doing a whole lot of damage. There's a shot over the top. There's another shot over the top from Edwards. Another shot. Really good. I mean, this is what I expected, though. This is literally I picked Leon Edwards to win the fight for this reason. It was his grappling. It wasn't because I thought he was going to outstrike RDA. It wasn't because I thought he was going to choke RDA out. It's because I thought he was going to use his size to out-grapple him. Because I know how good of a grappler Leon Edwards is. He is a really good grappler. He's not fucking a D1 wrestler or like, one of those type of guys, but he's really good at grappling for welterweight and wrestling. RDA getting up against the fence. Leon Edwards is still dragging on his back. Still has his back. Breaks away, lands a nice high kick for Leon Edwards. RDA shakes it off. Minute 30 seconds left. RDA looks like he's finally in a fight now. Tries to land outside of a leg kick. He looks like he's ready to fight. Alright, now I got a chance. Leon Edwards with another clinch tie-up attempt. Got an underhook. Now he switches to an overhook. Got his back to the fence. RDA dragging Leon Edwards away from the fence. Back to the center of the octagon. They break away from the clinch. 50 seconds left. Nice straight right from RDA after an inside leg kick. Nice right hook to the body from Edwards, but a big left elbow from Leon Edwards. Ooh, nice 1-2 from Leon Edwards. That was a two-piece no soda. Ooh, inside leg kick from RDA was just checked. It was a good check from Leon Edwards. Nice outside leg kick there from RDA. 30 seconds left in this first round. RDA just missing on that uppercut. Leon Edwards turning his back to the fence. Good knee to the body from RDA. 15 seconds left in the round. Leon Edwards trying to snap down for a single leg. Nice elbow from RDA. Leon Edwards looking for the single leg, gives up on it. This is the 10th 5-round fight for RDA in the UFC. Nice elbow on the break from Leon Edwards as they break away from the clinch and the round ends. RDA should be comfortable in the guard, says Dan Venom on Discord. Almighty Khan on YouTube says RDA for the win. RTA patience on the ground, says Michael Howell. No glove touch, says Kim Jong-Uzi. Leon Edwards is a cocky motherfucker. Bro, he gets disrespect. Like, he almost gets to... It's not Colby Covington, like, racial, national, fucking shitty disrespect. But he disrespects his opponent's skills. Like, when he was going to lead up to the Cowboy fight, he was talking big shit. The lead up to the RDA fight, he was talking big shit, man. No glove touch. Like, he's a pretty disrespectful little motherfucker when it comes to these legends. Round 2 going to be underway soon. See if RDA can start mixing in some takedowns of his own. But I don't see that happening, just being, against a bigger grappler. Nice left hand, though, from RDA. Leon Edwards with a nice counter, though. Ooh, nice. Another straight left from RDA. Left hand there from RDA. And Leon Edwards, though, straight left. Nice knee to the body on the break from Leon Edwards there. Single leg attempt from Leon Edwards. RDA, though, able to stay strong, get his back to the fence. Land a knee in the clinch. RDA able to reverse the clinch on the fence with an underhook, land a knee to the body. Leon Edwards, nice 1-2 right there. Ooh, big left from Leon Edwards. Straight right jab from Leon. Nice straight right from RDA, firing back. Ooh, head kick from Leon Edwards. That connected. I heard that. RDA trying to land an outside leg kick followed by a body kick. Now shooting for a takedown, RDA is. Gets Leon Edwards back to the fence. Stands up in the clinch. Leon Edwards able to work in an overhook and an underhook. Knee to the inside of the thigh from RDA. Oh, big elbow on the break from Edwards, man. Followed by a straight right. Now he gets a clinch, followed by another left elbow, man. Leon Edwards landed some nice shots. Straight right from Leon Edwards. Another straight right from Edwards. Leon Edwards with the left hook just busted open RDA. A little blood coming out from the right side of RDA's face now. Outside leg kick from RDA. Nice little counter hook from Leon Edwards. Front kick from Leon Edwards to the body. Oh, nice kick from RDA. Drops Leon Edwards. And it allows Leon Edwards to get into half guard. Leg kick. Dropped his ass. Dominic Cruz says his leg is done, he believes. He said it's only round 2 and his leg is done, I would say. I mean, it's possible. It's also possible that knocked him off balance, though. But RDA got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. This is where he can try and show it. See if Leon Edwards can use his size and strength if he can stand up. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Leon Edwards trying to hip escape here. This is a 5-round fight, though. Leon Edwards starting to use that strength to sit up. He's trying to get his back to the fence. He gets up here. Yep, he's back up. 1 minute left to go still. That's outside leg kick from Leon Edwards. Nice straight left from Leon Edwards. Straight right from Leon Edwards. Ooh, 1-2 from Leon Edwards. Right from Leon Edwards. Left from Leon Edwards. Man, he's starting to tag fucking RDA up, boy. Nice hook. You guys are banging. Nice shot from RDA, but a counter from Leon Edwards, man. RDA's right eye is starting to turn into a mess. Leon, RDA's starting to look a little tired as well. He just leaped in on one of these hooks and kind of fell into the fence. It's only the second round. I know he's not tired. Like I said, this is his 10th 5-round fight, but he's working, man. This is not an easy task at all against Leon Edwards. And that right eye's turning into a mess. He's going to have to see a doctor. It's right above his eye. I think he's good. He should be good, but it's not a good spot for that cut at all. See if Leon Edwards can pull it out. We shall see. We're going into round 3 now. Man, RDA's eating some. Yeah, them elbows. That's what's cutting him up, man. Them elbows. He landed some really nice elbows, Leon Edwards, man. Clean, long at a distance. Oh, Dan Murrr, bringing the doctor in. I say because it's disrupting his sight and it's right above the eye. You know he's going to say he wants to go. This is a champion. It's right above his eye, though. So he's going to have to make something happen. And he can, though. This is RDA, man. Like, RDA's a guy, like, not like Jorge Masvidal. He hasn't put in, like, he's not my favorite fighter at that level, but the level of respect I have for RDA is up there with anybody. Like, he's put in a lot of work in MMA. He's a world-class fighter, first ballot Hall of Famer, the real deal. But, you know, this is just the game, man. Leon Edwards is that new up-and-coming motherfucker that is just a killer. Leon Edwards firing off 2 pieces. What'd you say? Who else coming up my stairs? Oh my God, Leon Edwards just almost knocked RDA out with this question mark kick. Elbow from Leon Edwards over the top as RDA comes in for a single leg attempt against the fence. He's dragging for it, but Leon Edwards is a little too big, man, and that's what I be talking about with these weight classes. If this was a lightweight versus a lightweight, RDA takes him down right there. I don't care what you say. 100% that's a takedown. But versus a welterweight, that's the difference. That little bit, that 15-pound, that size difference, the height of these welterweights stops these takedowns. And it turns you from a champion to a contender. I don't got a car. What you got? What you doing?
There's 2 of them left. You ain't got nothing here, dude. Let me get one.
I don't got what here?
No, dude.
I thought I had another pack somewhere.
You gave me 2 out the first pack. I know.
Killer. I probably ain't gonna smoke twice though, honestly.
Oh, shit.
What, you about to go to bed? Oh, elbow on the break in the clinch from Leon Edwards. You done watching the fights?
This baby to sleep. Yeah, I ain't making no money tonight. I'm making 40
If
cents.
Leon Edwards continues to do this, I might make it big. I'm on the bubble right now.
Yeah, it don't even matter. Right?
Ooh, nice fucking. Oh, Arlovsky? Or no, oh, you had Olenek. Yeah. Okay. Fucked up. I picked the other guy to win. Man, Leon Edwards is doing some damage to RDA. RDA shooting for a double. Got his hands locked. If he don't get this takedown, oh my God, his hands are no longer under the butt. Man, when the hands are locked under someone's butt, that is always a takedown. It's got everything to do with the size in this. Everything to do with the size. When your hands are locked under someone's butt in the UFC at the highest level, it is a guaranteed takedown. The fact that RDA just didn't get that takedown and he's a former champion lets you know it is the size. That was my whole issue with Masvidal versus Askren. That's just MMA, guys. It's just fucking MMA. Unless you, a miracle, flying knee, fastest KO in UFC history, you're supposed to lose that fight. That's why it's so fucking awesome Masvidal was able to overcome that shit. Leon Edwards is looking great in here. And RDA is a world-class fighter. But when it's a world-class fighter versus a world-class fighter, size matters. And that's just what it is. Size fucking matters in this. In grappling. What's that? Don't grab the fence. They're warning Leon Edwards of grabbing the fence. And he was in a good position. Interesting. Huh. Nice uppercut from Leon Edwards. Nice counter straight from Dos Anjos, though. Front kick to the body from Edwards. Edwards is doing to RDA what Tony Ferguson does to his opponents. Just turning their face into a fucking, masterful destruction. Turning his face to fucking hamburger meat, low-key. Nah, he just got him cut up, busted up. Oh, shit, Leon Edwards. Putting in that work right now. Nice outside leg kick from RDA. Going to the championship rounds, ladies and gents. What is the Matrix and says, and yet you could and do have times when smaller fighters win? No. Yes, that definitely happens. Masvidal just knocked Askren into a whole nother shadow realm. It happens. And especially when it's striking. A smaller striker can beat a bigger striker. When it comes to wrestling, mostly wrestling, not even jiu-jitsu. When it comes to wrestling, and world-class MMA fighters all have good wrestling. If you're a world-class MMA fighter, you've got good wrestling, you've got good striking, and you've got good jiu-jitsu. So when it comes to a wrestler versus a wrestler, and a world-class MMA fighter is a wrestler, because you have to wrestle to be MMA. Okay. So when it's a wrestler versus a wrestler, size matters. We're not saying you can't get your head kneed off, but when it comes to a wrestler versus a wrestler, the bigger sized guy wins 80% of the time. Shit happens. This is MMA. Curtis Blades got knocked out by Ngannou. Cain Velasquez got knocked out by Ngannou. People beat bad matchups. Anything can happen in MMA. But when it comes to wrestling, size matters. Of course, an upset can happen. But if Askren fights Masvidal 10 times, Askren wins 8. Maybe 7. That's coming from one of the biggest Masvidal fans on the world. That's just MMA. Wrestling versus striking. Masvidal luckily got one of the wins off already. But, that's just what it is. Leon Edwards, I mean, look at RDA's record. Colby Covington is not a better MMA fighter than RDA. He's not. When it comes to well-rounded striking, jiu-jitsu, and wrestling, Colby Covington is not better than RDA. But Colby Covington beat RDA because his wrestling is so good. So that was a welterweight versus a former lightweight who had a wrestling advantage. Is Colby Covington a better MMA fighter than RDA? No. RDA used to fight at 155. Now, Leon Edwards, these 4th and 5th rounds, this is a lot more, it's a lot newer to him. So this is where he's got to be patient and show he can fight 5-round fights and not be inefficient with his energy and get gassed out and lose the fight because he gets gassed out against the cardio monster. He's doing a good job of picking his shots in this 4th round and just continuing to win, leading with elbows. Leading with nice lead elbow from Leon Edwards there. He's still being dangerous, but he's being efficient. He's picking his shots. And it's outside leg kick from Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards doing a good job of cutting off the cage now. RDA missing on that inside leg kick. Leon Edwards keeping the jab in his face. Throwing the uppercut hook combination, landing the hook. Ooh, big left hook fired from Leon Edwards. Looks like it might have connected a little bit. He's got RDA biting and reacting to attempts. RDA missing on a Superman punch there. Leon Edwards, man, he's starting to look good. Uppercuts. He's got RDA reacting to shit. He's going to be able to set up something really nice the way he's got RDA reacting, man. He faked the right hook to the body and RDA, whoa, watch out. So when you got somebody biting like that, that's when you can set up your shots. You got to throw something, they react, boom, catch them over the top. They said Dos Anjos landed 2 more significant strikes in the 1st round, but Leon Edwards has picked it up since then. That was the round from the... Ooh, nice jump knee from Edwards, but nice flying knee attempt from Dos Anjos. Edwards catches him and puts him on his back like a fucking rock bottom. A minute left in this 4th round. RDA's on his back now. But that's a champion right there. He's going for that miracle. That's Masvidal going for that flying knee. That's being down but never out. Nice reversal on the ground. RDA able to stand back up on a single leg attempt. Leon Edwards reverses the clinch though, of course. Under 30 seconds to go here in round 4. Leon Edwards got 15 seconds left to close out this round. Try and close it out strong. Ooh, knee to the body from Leon Edwards there. Five minutes to go. 1 round left, guys. John Dos is now welterweight. It's going to be jammed up. It's possible. But there's some big fights, though, that can happen. You know how many people want to see Masvidal versus Edwards if he wins this? They're going to have to pay Masvidal. They're going to have to do a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Give him some pay-per-view points for a fight that's not a pay-per-view or something. Man, honestly, pay-per-view points are some bullshit anyway with this new ESPN Plus deal. Y'all got to go through 2... People got to go through 2 fucking paywalls to get to the pay-per-view. Like, fighters' pay-per-views are already suffering. So, like, they need to just cut them a fucking check. They want him to fight Leon Edwards. Stop all this bullshit. Here we go. It might be 4-0. Some people think it's 4-0 for Leon Edwards. We'll see. RDA's still game. He's still got energy. He's still jumping up and down before the round. This is round 5. RDA's going to go for another jump knee in this round. He wants a knockout. He knows what he needs. He ain't dumb. Uh-oh. What, is the doctor coming back in? Oh, RDA didn't have his mouthpiece in. Damn, they got to call time. They forgot RDA's mouthpiece. Outside leg kick from Leon Edwards. RDA was just in there ready to fight. Just started fighting without his mouthpiece. Fuck it. Either way, I think we're all in agreement. RDA might need a finish to win this one here tonight. Nice body kick from Edwards. Rafael Dos Anjos closes in, though, for a clinch against the fence, looking for a trip. I think he's unsuccessful in all of his takedown attempts so far in the fight. Leon Edwards reverses the clinch here. Nice knee to the body there from Leon Edwards. Outside leg kick. Nice one from RDA. Edwards with another 1-2. RDA looking to cut off the octagon here. Leon Edwards trying to make something happen with 3 minutes left. Throwing hooks. Throws a left hook. Wings it out there. Just misses. Edwards looking for a takedown against the fence now. Edwards too big, says Dennis E. And said after the first punch, speed for Edwards. Yeah, man. That's why I picked him to win this one. I tell you what, if Leon doesn't get a finish or do something breaking, or more known with Leon's impressive win streak, yeah, this is a good win, but it's not one that's going to get Masvidal off of his McGregor title shot or bust. This isn't going to earn you an immediate title shot. People would love to see the Masvidal fight, but after this, you still might need one more. The thing about it is RDA is ranked 4. He's still RDA, but Leon Edwards, it's a statement, but it could have been more of a statement. Dan Venom says he has no chance of a title shot regardless. The only reason he does is because he's on a winning streak. This would be an 8-fight winning streak, and his last loss was to the champion. So he has a case for a title shot. It's not better than Masvidal's. It's probably not better than Covington's. But he's putting himself in title shot conversation for sure. He undefeated since losing to Usman. So beating good fighters, moving up in the rankings. But there's a couple guys ahead of him in the queue. Stamina says, I never rated Leon at all before today. Got to give him his due now. Oh, I rated him, man. That's why I picked him to win this fight. Like Leon Edwards, he's a good fighter. He doesn't make statement wins. His wins aren't the most pretty. They're not the most flashy. But he's a really good fighter. That's why I also kind of thought you were... That actually makes more sense why you liked RDA as far as your bias. But Leon Edwards, as far as fighting is concerned, oh, nice. He almost secured the takedown against RDA. Leon Edwards almost was able to drag him down with 30 seconds left, but I don't think he was able to actually secure that takedown. You know, Leon Edwards is legit. I think he was supposed to win this fight. It's another tough matchup for RDA. I mean, he's a tough matchup for Masvidal. Anybody that has that grueling grappling, that's a legitimate welterweight. There's a good takedown from Leon Edwards at the end of the fight. Landing some shots. Another flying knee attempt from RDA. RDA's raising his hands. You didn't win that one, buddy. Well, you might have lost every round. It was close. It might have been 4-1. Leon Edwards was good, man. I picked him to win this one. I mean, the rankings don't even make sense. He should be ranked higher. Like, Leon Edwards is this good. The fact that he's ranked 12 and RDA is ranked 4, that's already not right. I mean, he had to win, I guess, to prove it to other people, but that's already not right. You're talking about the real rankings, Leon Edwards is better than a lot of these guys. And he's on a 7-fight winning streak, you know, so favorable match. I mean, RDA is nobody's favorable matchup, but it was a winnable fight. Now, can he beat Usman? I don't think so. Can he beat Covington? That'll be interesting. Maybe Edwards versus Askren, something like that. Impressive performance from Edwards. Dominant victory, but I don't know if he made a statement. It was dominant, though. It was no 5-second KO. Well, time to collect my 70 skins, says Trollbuster. Oh, shit, you bet someone on the fight? Okay. Get those hands down, RDA. You did fucking nothing, says Conor in Conor's voice. RDA ranked on reputation. No, RDA beat Lawler. I mean, he beat legitimate fighters. He just only lost to the best in the world, Covington and Usman. He you know, those are just happen to be the bad matchups. Tarek Safadine can lay on a dude too. He can lay on a motherfucker and just try and hold him down. So RDA beat Tarek Safadine, which shows, I mean, it's not a wrestler, but it's a guy that's willing to fucking lay on you and use his size. So you got to be a beast to beat RDA still. Unanimous decision. Leon Rocky Edwards. Everybody that's watching this on YouTube right now, if you are not in the Discord, man, you are missing out. We talk over here every day. I mean, that's my go-to chat now. Half the stuff I was reading was coming out of the Discord. The full-time family is over here. We're in full effect. We're chopping it up every day, even when we're not live. If it's a topic that's not big enough to make a video on, if it's a fight card that's not big enough to go live for or not interesting enough, if we're too busy, then we're still going to be on Discord. So, oh, he's calling out Jorge Masvidal. Let's listen to what this cornball has to say. Hey, shut the point and let's do it! Let's make the fight happen. Me and George Masvidal. Let's make it happen. Nope. You gotta be better than that. You fought me backstage. Fought me in the cage. You gotta say something. Don't just say his name. Nope. Nope. I'm not fighting you if I'm Masvidal. Nope. I already told you guys. Title shot or McGregor. I'll fucking retire. Fuck that. I'll sell t-shirts, 3-piece in the soda all day. Nope. Sorry, Leon Edwards. I'm rocking with everything you're doing, but anybody that is anti-Masvidal, anybody that is trying to go against what Masvidal's got going on right now, fuck it. Nope. I'm riding with Masvidal. I don't want to hear it. You better go fight somebody else. You better go fight Lawler. You better go fight Askren. You better go fight somebody. Tyron Woodley. Go fight Woodley. Call out Woodley. Get off Masvidal's fucking nuts. We ain't doing all that. Sorry, brother. No way. He said, the little Weasel Masvidal. If not, give me the rematch with Usman. I mean, I hear that too, but you got to get another win. You didn't just get the fastest knockout in history. Sorry. You got people ahead of you. It's just a queue right now. Leon Edwards has to beat Tyron Woodley. That is the next fight. Other than that, not interested. That's just me personally. But we shall see what the UFC chooses to do. Leon Edwards now in position. Let's look at the UFC's rankings. UFC.com rankings. The welterweight rankings. Kamaru Usman, Tyron Woodley, Covington, Masvidal, Dos Anjos, Till. Alright, so Leon Edwards versus Till, Leon Edwards versus Thompson, or Leon Edwards versus Woodley. We ain't entertaining none of that Masvidal nonsense. If Colby stops Lawler, who gets the title shot? I got Masvidal still. Masvidal's either getting the title shot or against McGregor. Masvidal's just done more. He's got way more momentum. Alberto Castro in the building. Long time no see, my man. All right, everybody on YouTube, it is about time to switch it over to Discord only for the night. I'm about to get off of here. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Fight Companion and the live reaction. If you enjoyed it, hit thumbs up. We might be back next week. We might not, but either way, for sure, we'll be on Discord. So hit the link in the description. Come join the chat. And with that being said, man, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.